Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Sunday afternoon, 13 races to get to, so quickly we'll go to Pete Aiello with the track and weather conditions.
Another 13-race spectacular here at Gulfstream Park today with a nice carryover in the Rainbow Six, a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf. First of the day over the main track at 1 mile, maiden claimers in for 12,500. Scratch the one stage review, a field of 7. The favorite was the 8, Calais Cove. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Ali gets the first call. Grand Tap is moving up the challenge. Up on the outside, Calais Cove wants to be part of the pace with Munha at the inside and Princess Daniela. So Princess Daniela and Miguel Vasquez move through on the inside to take the lead, but Grand Tap is right alongside, and Grand Tap, with her ears up, has the lead. On the inside, and Princess Daniela from second. On the outside, and Calais Cove is third. Monha next at the rail fourth. A gap of 4 to Ali racing ahead of Run Gal Run. And Miss Hart is last of all behind an opening quarter. Sharp 23 and 3. 5 furlongs left to go in the race, and Grand Tap has the lead by a neck. Toward the inside, Princess Daniela is their second. Monha third. Calais Cove on the outside is in range, while fourth, 4 clear of Run Gal Run and Ali, and the trailer is still Miss Hart. Opening half mile for this level is quick, 46 and 4 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Grand Tap now has the lead 3 parts of a length. Toward the inside, Princess Daniela second. Calais Cove worked on the outside. Ali splits horses next with Run Gal Run. Miss Hart from the back has had plenty of pace to chase, and she's unwinding with a 5-wide bid and a quarter of a mile left to go. Jorge Solenzano trying to get more out of Grand Tap, who turns first with the lead. Run Gal Run into the clear for a huge upset possibility. Miss Hart's on the outside, Ali on the inside, and they wheel in 3/4, 113 and 1. Run Gal Run has the lead. Miss Hart on the outside. Run Gal Run and Miss Hart take over the lead. Miss Hart on the outside of Run Gal Run. Run Gal Run, Miss Hart. Run Gal Run, Miss Hart, a final push. Miss Hart surging. Miss Hart wins. Run Gal Run at 70 to 1. Ran her heart out second. Closer for third, Grand Tapper Ali in 141 and 4. Very fast early pace in today's first race. Set it up for a horse from well off the speed, and that horse was number 7, Miss Hart, who had to deal with a 70 to 1 bomber and Run Gal Run. They both moved in from the back, and Miss Hart gets the victory under Router Ortiz Jr. for Anthony Cordarolo and Ron Paolucci Racing Stable. To the second race, the start of the early pick 4, 5.5 furlongs the journey. Maiden claimers in for 12,500. Field of 7. The favorite was the 3, Ogre's Cat. They're off. The favorite Ogre's Cat was last to begin. From the fence, Judith's Okay fires to the top. From second, Shanghai Goko. Up on the outside, Aren't You Glad with Drill Down Dude. Then at the rail goes Quench My Thirst ahead of Gem Wan. And Ogre's Cat is last of all as they head to the half-mile point. First-time starter Judith's Okay has made the lead for Angel Rodriguez. Shanghai Go-Go, Aren't You Glad? Moving sharply to the leader now. He's racing third. These 3 have suddenly moved well clear of the rest. Up on the outside, that's Gem Wan. From between horses, Drill Down Dude. Ogre's Cat has played no role in this with 5/16 left to run. It's Judith's Okay, held together nicely by Angel Rodriguez. Now in front at the quarter pole by a length and a quarter. Meanwhile, from the back, here's Ogre's Cat with an inside lane. Just took over 4th, 9 lengths off the lead of Judith's Okay. Off the turn in the stretch drive, they went 46 seconds for a half mile, and there's an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Judith's Okay on top by 3.5. Second, Shanghai Go-Go. Here's a late run from Drill Down Dude with Aren't You Glad and Ogre's Cat, but a debut win coming up for Judith's Okay. More than okay. That was a nice win. He won by 5. Shanghai Go-Go was second, Drill Down Dude was third, and fourth was Ogre's Cat. Ogre's Cat never involved in today's second race, and it's a debut win for number 1, Judith's Okay, who fired right to the top and proves her morning workouts were no fluke as he gets a gate-to-wire success under Angel Rodriguez for Gillian Andreessen and owner Harvey Henenbaum. Second, number 5, Shanghai Go-Go, and third was number 6, Drill Down Dude. We'll be right back.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for $6,250. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites were 3, Nicky's Papa, and 4, Dasta 1.
And they're off. Great start for Nicky's Papa, who's on a clear lead already. El Zeus is in stride with the big favorite Dasta 1, who will have to race from second today. Back to fifth and racing Bar Boss. Then Livingard Samar ahead of Moon Lover. Then Rigo and Dreamin' of the Wild takes his customary early spot at the back of the field as they go to the half-mile point. 3-2 on Nicky's Papa, who gets clear to lead the race by a length. Dasta 1 on the outside is now second. Toward the rail, that's El Zeus third. Fourth is Our Boss. Then it's a gap of 2 to Livingard Samar ahead of Rigo and Moon Lover, and Dreaming of the Wild is last. 22-4 for the opening quarter speed. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Juarez starts to get motivated on Dasta 1, who's on the outside of Nicky's Papa. Our Boss and Richard Mitchell in range. Third and trying to tack on here. Back to fourth and El Zeus from the back. Rigo is running with a quarter of a mile left to go. 46-3 for a half mile off the turn in the stretch drive. Dasta 1 has the lead, but he has work to do. Rigo at a big number down the stand side with Our Boss toward the rail. Final eighth of a mile. Dasta 1, 2.5 on top. Rigo is still charging and still second, but gaining ground. Time ticking away. Dasta 1 trying to hold firm. Rigo takes a push. Dasta 1, Rigo, Dasta 1. Rigo second, Our Boss third, then Nicky's Papa and Dreamin' of the Wild.
Long before Jorge Navarro and Jason Service made it a habit of winning off the claim, Dan Hertak made it cool to do it. And he gets the victory as an owner of number 4, Dasta 1 in today's third race. On the claim for the Donna Green Hertak and Dan Hertak team, Nick Juarez on board for the winning ride. Second, number 7, Rigo, and another big try from him ahead of number 5, Our Boss, who ran third. Going out of the fourth race on turf at 1 mile. Starter allowance optional claiming horses with a field of 6. The favorite was the 6, Full Swing.
And they're off. Bellaporte begins well. Cat's out of the bag, has speed. On the outside in Full Swing, looking to get into position. Away fourth is Farfalla. Back to Lovely Lovey, who's off the speed. And the early trailer is Run for Peace. Passing in front of us for the first time, there's 1 lap left to go. Bellaporte is going to get a pretty easy lead here. Leads a length and a half. Full Swing is second. Headstrong third as Cat's out of the bag toward the rail. Then comes Farfalla on the outside. The gray Lovely Lovey is on hold while second last, and the trailer is Run for Peace. Around the first turn they go. The opening quarter casual 24-3. With the advantage, it's Bellaporte by a length and a half. Full Swing is second. On the outside, Farfalla is third. At the inside, Cat's out of the bag is fourth. Lovely Lovey unhurried at this stage while second last. The trailer remains Run for Peace. Down the backstretch they go, less than 5 furlongs to negotiate. Advantage still belongs to Bellaporte. She's getting everything her own way under Jose Ortiz and leads the race by 2 through a 50-second half mile. Second is Full Swing, third is Cat's out of the bag, fourth is Farfalla, then Lovely Lovey and Run for Peace. Inside half a mile from home as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Bellaporte has the lead. Full Swing on the outside is now second. Cat's out of the bag is third as these top two begin to sprint. Bellaporte the leader. Full Swing goes on the attack second. Back to third and Cat's out of the bag 3/4. 1:14 flat. They're at the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's still Bellaporte. She got that soft opening half mile and she's got something in the tank here. Full Swing takes another run at her on the outside. Bellaporte is in front. Full Swing is second, but you can't beat a half mile in 50 flat on the lead, and Bellaporte gets that and gets the job done. Full Swing was second, third was Lovely Lovey, and fourth was Cat's out of the bag in 1:37-2.
Never a good idea if you're riding races to let anybody go 50 seconds flat to a half mile racing on the turf with a clear lead, let alone Jose Ortiz. But that's exactly what happened here. Jose with a big smile on his face past the 8th pole. He added 1 aboard number 3, Bellaporte, who goes gate to wire for Victor Barboza Jr. and Sonata Stable. 6, Full Swing second, 1, Lovely Lovey ran third. Let's go now to the 5th race and start another pick 3. 1 mile over the turf, maiden claimers in for $35,000. Scratch the 9 and 10, a field of 8. The off-time favorite was number 1, Chilled Milk.
And they're off. From the center, Forever Marta gets the first call and moves for the early lead. Moving at the inside in Chilled Milk, Matcha, the newcomer, comes away between horses with Tis My Right 3 wide. Then back at the fence goes Hint of Mary with Talk Pretty, and floated wide around that first turn is You People at the back of the group as they round the first turn. Huge long shot, Forever Marta and Luis Sanchez with the advantage. On the outside, Tis My Right is there second. Chilled Milk is at the rail third. Up on the outside, Trieste from between horses, it's Matcha. Then it's a length and a half to You People ahead of Hint of Mary, and Talk Pretty is on hold at the back of the field behind the opening quarter mile in 24 and 2. Down the backstretch they go, and Irad Ortiz Jr. and Tis My Right, the daughter of Tisway, leads the way by a length. On the outside, Trieste is there second. Forever Marta is third. Jose Ortiz angles Chilled Milk to the two-path to race on from fourth. You People is out 4 wide. Matcha 3 wide, and just to the inside of that rival, a gap of 4 to Talk Pretty. Hint of Mary is last. 48-1 for the opening half mile. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. With the advantage, it's Tis My Right by a neck. Trieste looms up alongside second. From the outside, third is You People. Chilled Milk looking for racing room from fourth. Forever Marta driven fifth. Then Matcha, followed by Talk Pretty, and Hint of Mary is last as they run to the top of the stretch. Chilled Milk gets into the clear, so she'll have an opportunity to kick on from there, and she's moving at the leader, Trieste. 3/4, 1:12 and 2. They're at the top of the stretch. Chilled Milk, let go now by Jose Ortiz, and up to take the lead. Up on the outside, Forever Marta is 90-1 with Matcha battling on for minor awards, but this all goes to Chilled Milk. Chilled Milk is geared down in the end, and she's a maiden no more. She'll win by 3. Forever Marta spices up your exacta second ahead of Matcha third in 1:37 flat.
Jose Ortiz gets the job done today as number 1 Chilled Milk breaks through the maiden department and gets a victory as a popular winner. Trainer Cam Gambalotti's tutelage. Jose Ortiz pointed the daughter of Artie Schiller in the right direction for WW Thoroughbred Racing. At 90-1, I said 90-1, that was 5 Forever Marta second, ahead of number 3 Matcha, who ran third. To race number 6 now on the start of the middle pick 4, 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch number 7, Spirit Love. Rider change on 8 in the chamber. Make it Rafael Hernandez. A field of 8. The favorite was the 3, Kelly Tough.
Good start in the center for Express Jet. Heading off of the lead is Exclusive Zip from between horses Kelly Tough, and at the rail Dreamy Martini as they run out of the chute. Manny Cruz is going to put Exclusive Zip on the engine here and leads the way by a neck. Up on the outside, that's Crazy Frank C from between horses Kelly Tough alongside Whiskey Shiner. Dreamy Martini backs off under Irad Ortiz Jr. to race from 5th. Outside and in the chamber. Then inside goes Express Jet second last. The trailer is Over Promise behind a really sharp opening quarter of 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go, and with the advantage, it's Exclusive Zip by a neck. Kelly Tough turning up the pressure second. Crazy Frank C is on the outside third, and Dreamy Martini is moving out the rail fourth. Trying to run on from 5th is Whiskey Shiner 3 clear of In the Chamber, then Express Jet and Over Promised. Inside half a mile from home, they went 46-1 for a half mile. Up on the outside, Crazy Frank C bids up at Kelly Tough. All in is Exclusive Jet. Trying to mobilize a run from 4th is Dreamy Martini. Whiskey Shiner's got him pinned in. Then it's a gap of 3 to In the Chamber ahead of Over Promised as they run to the top of the stretch. Crazy Frank C has the lead, but Kelly Tough is battling back gamely. 3 wide. Whiskey Shiner is next, and Dreamy Martini still sequestered toward the rail. Irad trying to get some racing room for him, and now he'll have it after 3/4 and 1:11-1. They wheel in. It's Kelly Tough now set down for the drive by Angel Rodriguez and maintains a length lead. Whiskey Shiner on the outside is second, back to third in Dreamy Martini, but at 4-5, Kelly Tough is kicking clear. Kelly Tough bids this field a pleasant Sunday good afternoon and wins by 4 in the end. Whiskey Shiner was second, Dreamy Martini was third, Crazy Frank C ran fourth.
Number 3, Kelly Tough, with another very nice ride from jockey Angel Rodriguez. He fits this horse very, very well, and they get their second consecutive success. And Angel gets a riding double today. Marcial Navarro, the winning trainer, and ME 56, the winning owners of this Son of Quality Road. Second, number 6, Whiskey Shiner, and third was the 1, Dreamy Martini. We'll be right back with a Rainbow 6 and a whole lot more.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zapper kicking clear.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. Start of another pick 3. 6 furlongs the journey. 3-year-old maiden fillies went postward with a field of 8. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the outside, Eyes Reward gets the first call, but up to take over is Toscana, and Toscana has speed from the inside and leads the way. Out wide is She's a Problem up into second. Out of their third is Dating Game. After winning the break, it's Eyes Reward who's fourth. Down inside goes Sugar Love. Widest of all is Golden Curl. A gap of 3 to the inside, and Safta and Mocus Pocus at the back of the group. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. The opening quarter was 22-1. Sharp pace up front. 3 wide, Golden Curl, and Castellano making a bid after the leader. She's a Problem. Racing from fourth is Eyes Reward. Down inside is Sugar Love, no place to go. Hemmed in by Dating Game, then Safta and Mocus Pocus. They're under the top of the stretch. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Toward the inside, and She's a Problem fights to hold it with Golden Curl alongside. These two in upper stretch, 2.5 clear of Eyes Reward, third and angling. Top of the lane, 45-4 for a half mile. Golden Curl on the outside. She's a Problem is just that toward the rail, and Eyes Reward is third. Final eighth of a mile. She's a Problem. Dead Game inside. Golden Curl tries another time on the outside, but She's a Problem is a problem for the favorite as She's a winner. She's a Problem got the job done. Its second was Golden Curl. Closer for third, Eyes Reward or Safta.
Number 8, She's a Problem, was a very tough customer down inside and gets a very game victory here today for Bill Parcells' August Dawn Farm. Trainer Jeremiah Engelhardt. Amisael Jaramillo on board, the winning daughter of Candy Ride, who gets a very nice win. Second, number 5, Golden Curl, and third was the 1, Safta. Let's go now to the 8th race and start the Rainbow 6. 1 mile over the turf, maidens of the special weight variety. A scratch of 10 and 11 left us with a field of 9. Heavily favored, number 1, Trade Deadline.
And they're off. Bubble beginning. Trade Deadline, one of the first to break the line, and he's down at the inside to put a neck on top of Flip, who races in the 2-path and game day decision 3 wide. Out wide is Cause for Alarm, ducking over is Candy Crush'em, 2 better than Ready and Rich. Then comes Cash Again, 3 in advance of the back markers on a spree, and Tintoretto. They charge into the first turn with Trade Deadline holding the inside edge at a narrow lead. In the 2-path, Flip is their second. 3 wide game day decision is now third. Candy Crush'em gets a good trip under Johnny V, fourth down toward the inside with Cause for Alarm for company on the outside. Length and a half to Ready and Rich, who's 3 ahead of On a Spree. Then comes Cash Again with Tintoretto at the back of the field as they head down the backstretch. The leader is Trade Deadline, 3 parts better than Game Day Decision in second toward the fence. That's Candy Crush'em third while on hold. Back to fourth and Flip. 3 wide fifth is Cause for Alarm racing ahead of Ready and Rich. Gap of another 3 to On a Spree. And the 2 at the back are Cash Again and Tintoretto. Inside half a mile from the wire here in Trade Deadline. He took all the money at the windows, and he's taking all the pressure up front, but he is in front. Candy Crush'em appears to be the danger if there is one. He's going to try to get out from behind the heels of the leader as Ready and Rich wheels home fourth with 4 lengths to raise and Trade Deadline to get. 3/4 as they return for home. Trade Deadline has the lead. The rail open for Candy Crush'em, and Candy Crush'em going to try to get to the favorite, and he's up for the lead now. Candy Crush'em at the 8th pole is in front. Ready and Rich is the one charging on the outside. Candy Crush'em, Ready and Rich. These two, Candy Crush'em is hanging on. Candy Crush'em and John Velasquez beat Ready and Rich narrowly with Trade Deadline third.
Number 1, Trade Deadline takes pressure every step of the way and allows a horse from off the speed to get an opportunity. Perfect turf handling from John Velasquez. He kept Candy Crush'em pocketed up and slingshotted in the lane to get the victory. Fernando Abreu, the winning trainer for owners Barry and Ryan Kerbel. Second, number 4, Ready and Rich in a good try, ahead of number 1, Trade Deadline, who ran third. Let's go now to the 9th race of the day on the turf at a mile and a 16th. Allowance optional claiming horses with a field of 7. Off-time favorites included number 2, Another, and number 5, Who's Your Drama?
And they're off. Chief Exchanger with his customary quick start as Uncle Mojo moves up and Shakabat's between. These 3 across the course, working 3 ahead of Clyde's Image, who's out of there in 4th. Back to 5th is Another, then Who's Your Drama, and at the back of the field is Mock Tree. Around the first turn they go, and it's Shakabat and Irad Ortiz Jr. who come away with the advantage. They lead a length and a quarter. Chief Exchanger is second. Uncle Mojo is third. Clyde's Image is a bit keen while racing in 4th. Outside in 5th is Another. 2 back to Who's Your Drama, and the trailer is Mock Tree. 23 and 2 for an opening quarter speed as they head into the backstretch run. It's Shakamat in front, 3 parts of a length. Chief Exchanger is there second. Uncle Mojo watching the top pair from third, about 4 lengths off the lead. 3 clear of Clyde's Image, who's racing from fourth. Then it's Another and Mock Tree and Who's Your Drama's at the back. They go to the half-mile juncture. It's still Shakamat. He paved a 47 1/2 mile path, and he leads the way 3 parts of a length. Chief Exchanger second, Uncle Mojo is third. Mock Tree from the back is moving in step with Clyde's Image, fourth and fifth. Then it's Another and Who's Your Drama. They round the far turn. Shakamat trying to do it every step here. He leads the way, but he's only a half in front. Running home from the back. Here's Another. Let go by Jose Ortiz, 4 wide. Clyde's Image runs with him 3 wide, and they're on the attack, trying to get to Shakamat, who wants to re-break with 3/4 complete in 111 flat. They turn in with the advantage. It's Shakamat to the attack. Clyde's Image is coming on, and Another down the center. Final 1/8 of a mile. Clyde's Image lifting. Clyde's Image to the front. Back to second. Shakamat late on the scene, and Who's Your Drama with Another. In deep stretch, Clyde's Image. Who's Your Drama lunging. These two, Clyde's Image, Who's Your Drama. Clyde's Image won it. Clyde's Image and Alvin Jimenez beat Who's Your Drama in 140 and 4.
Let go at 6-1 in the wagering, up from a 5-2 morning line. Number 1, Clyde's Image closes down the center of the course to get the victory under Alvin Jimenez for Tom Bush in the Sullamar stable. 5, Who's Your Drama was second, and 6, Shakamat ran third. Go now to the 10th race and start the late pick 4, 6 furlongs of the journey. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch the 5 wishfully. The favorite is number 4, Our Lucky Dice.
And they're off. Check to last is Queen Lizzie. Aurora Princess and Magnato Go, the first 2 out, and Magnato Go intent on getting to the front. A host of pursuers, however, has sold out Sugar and Tuesday's Rose making a party. Aurora Princess looks like she wants to back off without having to check. Then in between horses goes Liza Star. Outside of her is Rethink Me. The favorite, Our Lucky Dice, is sequestered toward the rail. 3 back to Queen Lizzie, and then Poacher Liza's at the back. 22 and 2 for the quarter speed. Around the far turn they go. It's Tuesday's Rose who comes away with the lead and leads a length and a half. Racing in second is Liza Star from the outside, and Rethink Me toward the inside. That's Aurora Princess. Our Lucky Dice getting into high gear now from the back. Poacher Liza also starts the motor. Here's Poacher Liza and Marcos Meneses circling 5 wide on the outside with a 1/4 mile left to get. Our Lucky Dice going to get first run here and makes a narrow lead. Tuesday's Rose, Liza Star, and Poacher Liza continues to rally. Poacher Liza's out in the center. She's going well to tackle Our Lucky Dice. 1/8 of a mile to go. Poacher Liza now driven to the front. Our Lucky Dice cannot match strides with a 3-1 winner. Here's Poacher Liza moving away by 3.5. Lucky Dice was second. Third, Tuesday's Rose, and fourth was Aurora Princess.
Well, the public's starting to get wise to Our Lucky Dice. She was favored again today, but not odds on, and the result was the same. She ran well, but not well enough, as a 3-1 winner was number 6, Poacher Liza, from the barn of John Mateen. Marcos Meneses on board for RCC Racing Stable. 4, Our Lucky Dice was second, and the 2, Tuesday's Rose, ran third. To the 11th race now at 1 1/8 over the turf. Allowance optional claiming runners in for a price tag of $35,000. Scratch number 2, Majestic Angel. Favorites included 1, Vitacora, and 4, War Cabinet.
And they're off. Madame Uno breaks the line first with Picara showing speed on her outside. These two move ahead of third running Giant Zinger. Back to fourth early is So Charming ahead of Bitacora, and War Cabinet is last of the 6 with 1 lap left to go. The opening 1/8 of the mile goes to Picara in front by a length and a 1/4 now over Giant Zinger in second. Madame Uno is third. So Charming is fourth and about 4.5 lengths off the lead, working 2 ahead of Bitacora, and still unhurried at this stage is War Cabinet as they charge around the first turn. Opening quarter went in 24 and 1. It's John Velasquez and Picara on top a length and a 1/4. Giant Zinger is second. Madame Uno is third. She's tugging a bit, racing from fourth, and So Charming back to fifth in Bitacora, and War Cabinet is last. Separated by about 6.5 in the run down the backstretch, and the leader remains Picara. There's no change in the plot through a 49-second half mile. Second, Giant Zinger. Third, Madame Uno. Though she came off the inside, she's now 3 wide. At the inside, and So Charming racing ahead of Bitacora, and War Cabinet starts to creep a bit closer under Jose Ortiz as there's less than half a mile to run. Into the far turn they race. Picara tries to bid it every step of the way here. Leads the way 3 parts of a length. Giant Zinger on the outside is second. Weaving through traffic is Bidacora. So Charming is at defense. Madame Uno is widest of all. And War Cabinet's got 5 lengths to make up and traffic to overcome. But she still has a shot from there if she can find some place to go. After 3 quarters in 1:12 and 3 as they turn in with the advantage, it's still Picara. War Cabinet gets into the clear. First run goes to Giant Zinger. Giant Zinger taking on Picara. War Cabinet down the stand side. Final 1/8 of a mile, and here's War Cabinet lifting late on the outside. War Cabinet from last to first to win. Giant Zinger was second, closer for third. Picara or Bidacora in 1:48 and 4.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 12 on the program. First half of the late daily double. Allowance race at 1 mile over the turf. Allowance optional claiming horses in for $16,000. Rider change on 1. Expected ruler Nick Juarez. Scratch the 11 Starship Apollo. A field of 10. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're up. From the outside, Squadron wins the break, but there's plenty of pursuers, including Master of the House and Expected Ruler toward the rail, and these 3 hook up and fly early. Low Commissioner comes away racing in 4th. Out wide is Freedom Matters, who's off the speed today, as Pirate Beach works between horses. Then back to Russian Wine, mid-flight, and about 7 lengths off this pace. Outside of him and Freedom Matters is about the same 7 lengths behind. Blasphemy is next with Blue Loot, and Zap Daddy is last of all as they charge around the first turn. Expected Ruler allowed to kick on with it here, and Expected Ruler now leads by 3.5. Master of the House is second. Squadron on the outside, third. Back to 4th and Low Commissioner. In between horses and Pirate Beach, out 3 wide goes Freedom Matters. Blue Loot is also 3 wide, but starting to move up a touch. Russian Wine is at the rail. Second last is Blasphemy, and still at the back of the field, the trailer is Zap Daddy. They move now to the far turn after the opening quarter in an aggressive 23 flat. The half mile was 46 and 3. Expected Ruler at 8-5 with the advantage. Up on the outside, here's a 3 wide move from Freedom Matters. Freedom Matters all the way up into third. Now second and coming after the leader. Pirate Beach between horses. Blue Loot and Lil Commissioner both in range. Russian Wine tries to pick a path between horses. Blasphemy's on his outside with a 1/4 mile left to go. Freedom Matters let go to take a narrow lead. Low Commissioner, Pirate Beach fighting on. Blue Loot down the center of the track, and Expected Ruler cuts the corner. Many chances here. Zap Daddy starts to roll from last, and he's got pace in front of him, less than an 1/8 to go. Zap Daddy charging hard down the center of the race course with Freedom Matters and Blue Loot. 3 chances here. It's Blue Loot. Blue Loot gives Ortiz another one. Hosea wins it. Irad is up for second with Zap Daddy in 1:35 flat. In the gate. And they're off. Good start inside for Allegiance and Beekeeper. They're the first 2 out. Up on the outside, goes down to the felt into the top 3. Widest of all in Wheeler 45. In hand between horses is Am Prepared. In a bit tight while trying to secure some racing room. Crammy Boy just got floated 5 or 6 deep. Then saving ground at the rail is Tracy with a Y. She's in tight, but 5 lengths off the call. Then channeled by the wind between horses. 2 back to Hijacker, well settled mid-flight at this stage, about 8 lengths off the lead. A 1.5 lengths better than Impossible Mission. Then at the back are Knowledge and Perfect Beam. 24-1 for the opening quarter speed. Jose Ortiz and the son of English Channel, Beekeeper, on the engine, a length and a quarter. Down to the felt second, Allegiance is third, Wheeler 45 is fourth. And Prepared in the red blinkers at the rail is fifth. Out 3 wide goes Crammy Boy. Then from between horses, it's Channeled by the Wind. Tracy with a Y is at the rail. 2.5 back to Hijacker, who starts to get some cues from Ortiz Jr. to get going now. Down at the inside goes Impossible Mission ahead of Knowledge and Perfect Beam. 48-3 for the opening half mile. The advantage belongs to Beekeeper. Allegiance into the clear and on the attack right now for Le Barreau. 3rd and 3 wide is down to the felt. They just gave room to Am Prepared, who's down inside. Running home from the back is a Hijacker as they move past the quarter-mile mark. 3 quarters, 1:12-3, and they turn in. Allegiance going the better of the top pair and takes over the lead. Am Prepared loose and charging. Beekeepers toward the inside, back to 4th, and Tracy with the Y. Late run from Hijacker. Final 1/8 of a mile. Here comes Am Prepared up on the outside of Allegiance. Hijacker is on late with Impossible Mission. Allegiance is digging in and hanging on. Am Prepared second. Impossible Mission was third. Then Hijacker and Tracy with the Y to complete the high five in 1:37-2.
And that wraps up Sunday's action. We're back here on Wednesday, dark for live racing on Monday and Tuesday, but back on Wednesday with a 10-race card, a first race post, 12:35 p.m. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day.